One.
This is John Meeks here with CrossFit Greensboro. Got Jessica Newton, one of my coaches, who's going to be our demo person for today. We're going to go over some things that we want you to do every day as far as getting ready for playing volleyball. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes. We'll do a couple of exercises to work out some of those kinks, using the foam roller, using the lacrosse ball, and then some activation exercises, making sure that we're getting the muscles working that we want to work. Okay? So to start off, we're going to jump on the foam roller. We want to make sure every time we jump on this, we want to hit our quads and our IT band really well. So she's going to go down, foam roller quad. You just lay on it. If you've got a smaller one, you can do one leg at a time. You just want to work from the knee up to the hip. If you find anything in there that hurts, you're going to mash the foot back and forth, go side to side. You want to basically mash it out until that knot starts to go away. When you get done with that, we're going to spend about a minute on each leg. We're going to roll over onto the IT band, which runs down the side of the leg from the hip down to the knee. This is one of those prime areas, especially for volleyball players, that gets irritated. You're moving a lot, you're pushing off, you're jumping. So want to make sure, want to mash that out, same thing, knee up to the hip. If you find something in there that hurts, we're going to bring the heel up to their butt, back and forth. Spend about a minute on each leg. When we get done with that, we're going to grab the lacrosse ball here. Boom. She's just going to sit on it, pick a butt cheek. Mash it out, move the legs around, pick your leg up, bring your knee in and out. Find anything in there that's bothering you, try to work out all those knots out. Same thing, about, 30, 45 seconds. If you don't find anything that hurts, move on to the other side. It's very possible that something is perfectly fine, doesn't need work, so we want to work on the stuff that's bothering us. Then we're going to go to the shoulder, right here. When you lay on this, you're going to find that shoulder blade, start off at the top, lay back onto the ball. You can do a couple of different things. We can reach up overhead, open up the shoulder blade, mash it out, move around. You can bring your hands in close and rotate. What you're doing is trying to find those knots, try to dig into them with the lacrosse ball. You want to breathe and relax. Do it about 10 times. Move the ball down an inch 10 times. You get about 30, 40 reps in there of mashing that out. Okay? Once we get done with that, what we're going to do is just slide the ball out. She's going to stay on her back, bring her heels up, heels on the ground, bend your knees, there we go. She's going to press her hips up towards the ceiling, focusing on activating her glutes, squeezing her butt, keeping her lower back loose. She's going to do that 10 times. Boom. Good. From there, she's going to rotate over onto her side. So after she gets 10 done, rotate over onto her side, bring her knees up. Here, and little clamshell, just keep the feet together. I'm going to push the knee out, little muscle in there working. She's going to do that 20 times each side. Good. Now this is focusing on quality. We don't want the foot coming off. We don't want to speed through it. We want to make sure we're working the muscles that we're trying to work. From there, she'll go to her hands and knees. We'll do 10 hip circles in both directions. So boom, big circle all the way around. Keep your body parallel to the ground. You want to make sure that you're moving at the hip and not at the spine. So you want to increase that range of motion of the hip. Good. All right, she gets done with that. She's going to jump up, grab a band. Boom. I think you guys have these already or something that you can use. Put her feet in between, press it out with her knees. She's going to do band walks, 10 in one direction, 10 in the other. Make sure to keep those knees pressed out, keep that tension. Good. She'll go forward and backwards, then she'll go forward this way. Yep. Keep the toes pointing forward. Really want to get these muscles working before we get into jumping and running and all those things. Good. Finally, she gets done with that. She's going to grab her band. We are going to do Y's, T's, and W's. We'll do this from a side angle. So she's going to step back here. Make sure we don't hit that. Okay. Keep everything nice and tight, ribs down. She's going to bring her hands out to the side, making the T. Boom, squeezing the shoulder blades together, working these little muscles right here. Back in. She'll do 10 like that, 10 Y's. Good, and squeeze. Notice how she's keeping all this stable. We don't want to move through the spine, we just want to move through the shoulder. And then W's. Elbows out to the side, and rotate up. She does this extremely well. Good. Right there, we'll do 10 of those, and then when we're done with that, thank you, we're going to go down into a push-up position, 10 scap push-ups. So help increase range of motion in the scap. Boom, right there. So she brings her shoulder blades together and then pushes them apart. Brings them together, pushes them apart. This will help with range of motion, especially when you're hitting a volleyball, reaching up high, moving that arm around as you swing, okay? And then the Y's, T's, W's helps in strengthen those little muscles around the shoulder joint, okay? And I think that's it for our warm-up. We want to do that every day as much as possible before we play, all right? And we're done.